Hey y'all, it's Hadley and Junebug at Corral Village Inn, giving you an update on our COVID protocols and policies. There are going to be three things that we're going to kind of focus on. Number one is going to be check-in. When you first get here, what's that experience going to be like? We can have it as low contact as possible. We've got a drop box outside. We can leave your keys and paperwork in that in case you just want to grab it and go with as little contact as possible. We also have a window that opens outside from our reception area. If you'd still like to have a little contact with somebody, ask questions, get some information, those kinds of things, but still not have as many high touch areas, that's a possibility for you as well. And then lastly, if you do want to come into the lobby, you're more than welcome to do that. We can chat. We'll be wearing masks. We'll be asking you to do the same as well, but we'll get to that later. But that is another option as well for check-in. Next on the list is going to be common areas. We do have a beautiful, great room. That is where our living area is, where our guest check-in area is, and also where our pantry area is. So it's a pretty popular area. We are going to ask that there are no more than 10 people congregating in that space at a time, and that's including staff. And that's under the North Carolina regulations, so we're just going to follow that as a good policy. Second, if you do come in that common area, we are going to ask you to wear a mask. And that's the only place that you'll be required to wear a mask at the inn. But we're doing that as a precaution because people are going to be coming down here from all over the place, a lot of different states. It's going to be a melting pot. So we feel like that's a very easy thing for us to do, while it might be annoying, in order to decrease our exposure, both for you, our guests, but also for us, the staff. Number three on that, obviously the pantry is a very popular thing. That's where the coffee is, and that's where the snacks are. A lot of our guests know that's kind of where the magic happens. So how are we going to approach that? If you want to come into the lobby, you can. Need to be wearing the face mask. You can go into the pantry. We'll have coffee. We'll have individually packaged items. In the past, we've had things that, were kind of more group serve, but we're going to do this in order to, once again, minimize high touch areas. So we'll have goodies that you can either come in, take, go back to your rooms, or take out on some of our outside porches and enjoy. If you don't want to do this, you could also give us some notice and we'll try and get some of those goodies to your room. And then lastly, we might try and take advantage of some really pretty weather days and set up a table outside so that you can just come onto one of our beautiful porches, get a cup of coffee, grab a muffin, and then keep going on your merry way. And then number three on the big list is going to be cleaning. Of course, we're going to be taking all kinds of extra protocols. We're going to be attacking high touch areas, doorknobs, any kind of handle, surfaces, handrails, all kinds of good places. And we're going to have hand sanitizer stations in the lobby, so if you do come in and you want to wash your hands up, we also have a sink in there as well that you can use. And then we are going to be wearing gloves and masks while we're cleaning the rooms, and when we're putting any kind of items out in our main common area. And then finally, this is something that we don't normally ask our guests to do, and it is going to be that we are going to ask our guests to strip your linens and your towels and place them in a laundry bag for our housekeeping staff. And this is to help our staff decrease exposure, y'all. And I know it might not always be a wonderful thing to have to do that. You're here on vacation, but we are going to ask you to do that now to help us out. And we really appreciate y'all doing that and hope that you think it's worthwhile. We're going to be doing a lot of other things as well, but these are kind of the main bullet points that we wanted you to be aware of. And we'll be updating these policies as the times change. If you have any questions about them, please feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email, and we'll answer all the questions that we can. And like I said, we really look forward to seeing you. Closing note, we're so happy to be able to welcome all of our visitors back. We do want to let you know there that obviously if you're traveling during this time, there's inherent risk with that. So while we're going to be taking all of these steps to kind of minimize the exposure and risk, we can't guarantee that there is no risk when you come, on vacation here. So we want you to keep that in mind, just so that you can make the best decisions possible for yourself and your family. With that being said, if you are choosing to travel to the Outer Banks, we think are a great location because we do have some of these things that allow all of this low exposure and low contact. So we really look forward to seeing you guys. help you stay happy and healthy.